Hey guys, Rod here again. Look, in today's video I thought I'd show you how not to have a heart attack and how to overcome the problems when your fish tank overflows. It's very important always to check and be observant every day. So as I come down to feed the fish every single morning, just like I have right now, I've noticed in this fish tank here behind me that you can see that the fish tank solids lifter is overflowing. So if you look a bit closer, you can partly see the problem already. You can see that I've put in a lot of green matter. I've put in some spinach, put in some kale. Realistically, I feed the fish whatever's damaged. So if I've got spinach that's damaged, I throw it in there. If I've got kale damaged, I throw it in there. Bok choy, lettuce, doesn't matter. At the moment, it's quite cool here. It's June in Cairns, Queensland, and at this time of year, the fish just don't metabolize the fish food very well. So that's when I feed them greens, leafy greens. Now in this particular case, yesterday I threw in a whole heap of spinach and this morning it's overflowed my fish tank. But that's not the only problem. I can see another problem as well. So if I just take you a little bit closer, you can see, if you have a look in that SOLIDS lifter, you can see in there that there's something clogging it up. So let me just put my hand down in there and just have a look. Great viewing. Look, you can see that there's a lot of algae there to start with. I'll just put it over there. What else have I got growing in here? Okay, so I've got a bit of moss as well, some really great moss growing on top of all that sludge, and straight away that's just opened up the pipe flow rate. Okay, so what else have I got in there? More algae. Now straight away that's just cleared it a little and there's a bit more water flowing. Now I need to do that properly, so what I need to do is take that off. Now I never ever glue these fittings on. I'll always have them loose. And let's just have a look at the bottom as well. There we go. So you can see straight away, you can see that there's lettuce in there and there's spinach, and it's blocking up my hole. So there's a couple of things I can do. I can re-drill those holes a little bit bigger, and I will, but I've got fingerlings in here. So what I normally do is just tap it, and you can see that as you tap, it starts to come out. So it's just these little bits and pieces, little bit of maintenance every now and again. It's best to tap it, not on your fish tank as well, I might say. I do these things, but I'm saying not to. All right, so that's pretty much brought it all out to the surface. And if I was to then shake it back into the tank, the fish will eat it. But that's just totally cleared that up in 10 seconds of maintenance. So you don't need to do a lot of maintenance. It's just you need to be consistent. And if we have a look through there, yes, I can see out the other end, but it is still full of sludge. So I will clean that out as well. Only take me a second. I'll clean that out and put it straight back in. Okay, so that's reasonably clean now. You can see through there, you can see to the bottom in both directions. Now I haven't cleaned it all out. I haven't scrubbed it or anything. It's probably worthwhile doing that occasionally, but look, it is a biological system, and you know, I'm not pedantic about it in many ways, but at the same time I'm allowing nature to do its thing. But you just got to make sure that you just pull the sludge out. And this is all my creation. It's all my fault that I'm having this issue, because I've put too much spinach in and I just didn't check it quick enough. So it's just a matter of clipping that back in, just jiggling it around, and that will work well now. And you can already see the water level has dropped. You can already see that because I've taken that off. I've allowed all the excess water to flow back into the sump, and it'll just readjust itself accordingly. Just while I'm at it, I can also notice too that in my return water pipe I've got algae in there as well. So just a matter of pulling that out. Now ideally use a toothbrush or something, but I just don't happen to have one in the second when I see this problem. It's worth checking both of them. In this particular design I've just got 2 overflows there, and that's enough for these fingerlings that are in here. And that's all I need to do right now. So at the end of the day, look, don't get stressed out about it. Just regularly check your fish tanks and your grow beds. Just a little bit of maintenance, that's all. Just a little bit of maintenance each and every day, 2 minutes. And if you see anything like that, just nip it in the bud now before it becomes a major problem. Because if that happens all night long and a couple of days and you haven't checked it, then you're going to lose all your water, especially up here in the tropics. Major problem, and your fish will all die. But at least in this particular design, where I've got three grow beds here behind me, and I've got a sump underneath, and everything's pumping from the sump into the fish tank. So at least in this particular design, even if that did overflow for days and I didn't check it, the fish will still have water. The pump might blow up, but the fish will still have water. So that's why it's very important to design your system very well as well. But we'll talk more about that in another video. For now, just don't stress out. Just always unclog your pipes, essentially, and do your best to just maintain your system. Just put your eye over it every single day, and you'll see if you've got some troubles or not.